going on, Z Nation, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. I'm your host, Zaid here. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the San Antonio Spurs this afternoon. Now, guys, before I get into the game tonight, my apologies for not going live this time around because I'm at work at the moment, and, this is an afternoon game. So usually when it comes to regular Lakers games, is usually tonight's games around 6 or 7, 8, that type of scenario. But unfortunately, this type of moment, I'm at work at the moment, and I just couldn't have time to go live. But I'm able to make a video, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. But what a game tonight, guys. I have to say it was such a great performance from the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to the shooting and on the defensive side when it comes to facing the San Antonio Spurs. And before I get into the game tonight, guys, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff, and of course, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ZSPN. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate the love and support you guys give me all across social media and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. So, guys, I have to say it was such a great performance from the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, they bounced back from a big win tonight after suffering a disappointing loss against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it was just one of those type of games where the Lakers just needed to bounce back from that horrible loss, and they did so in convincing fashion against the San Antonio Spurs. And guys, they just came to play, especially when it comes to the new lineup that was in place, that was out there before the game started, that Frank Vogel put together. Obviously, I posted it on the community chat and all across social media when it came to the new lineup, and I have to say it worked. It worked this time when it came to beating the Spurs tonight, and just having that THT debuting tonight as a Los Angeles Laker after being out for the past couple of weeks because of an injury that basically took him out from the beginning of the regular season. But now we have him back, and THT performed his best out there. And I have to say, even though it's so early to tell, that when it comes to THT, we needed him. We needed him back so badly, and because he has that playmaking style that is so similar to what Russell Westbrook tries to do when it comes to this for the past couple of games now as a Los Angeles Laker. And we just needed that other player to deliver so, and that was THT. Had 17 points for the Los Angeles Lakers, and what a good way for debuting for a great performance from THT tonight. So great job out there for THT, performing his butt off when it comes to facing the Spurs tonight. So great job out there for THT. But the main guy that led the Lakers tonight in a monstrous, great performance fashion when it comes to Anthony Davis. I mean, I had to say, the first quarter, he went off. At the end of the first quarter, he had 19 points. I mean, I talk about a guy who was driven and he was mad. I mean, he really wanted to, just be the number one guy and, give me the ball and I'll score type of scenario, type of a leader that we were looking for when it comes to, Anthony Davis stepping up for the Los Angeles Lakers because of having LeBron James being out. And speaking of LeBron James, there's some reports that are indicating that it's a possibility that he could potentially come back tomorrow against the Chicago Bulls. So that's crossing the fingers there, but you never know. He could potentially return tomorrow, but still remains to be seen. Maybe the Los Angeles Lakers will let him just take another day and possibly come back in, 2 games to come. I mean, it's kind of like a day-to-day type of situation with LeBron James, but his return is coming very, very soon. So hopefully we see LeBron James returning soon to the Los Angeles Lakers. But a great night for Anthony Davis. He stepped up for the Lakers tonight with 34 points and 15 rebounds. I mean, as I mentioned, first quarter had 19 points, so he was driven. He had a monstrous performance, and he was on fire when it comes to helping the Lakers out tonight. So great job out there for Anthony Davis stepping up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And then you have, Russell Westbrook. He had, I believe, 17 or maybe it was 15 points out there tonight. He did lead the Lakers tonight in turnovers. And I believe when it came to the first quarter, correct me guys, I believe he had 4 turnovers in the first quarter. So he kind of was the, kind of a scaresome moment when it comes to the Lakers, seeing, Russell Westbrook turning over the ball so much. And, it's been consistently throughout these past couple of games. I believe right now we're 13 or 14 games into the regular season. And I might be mistaken. I think he's ranked second or maybe first in turnovers in the league. So it's kind of showing that, slowly he could potentially adapt to the Lakers, and maybe we'll see a little bit of decline from his turnovers. But as stands now, he's still slowly, guys, getting his rhythm in when it comes to being with a new team and being part of the Los Angeles Lakers, and potentially accepting the role that he is potentially in when it comes to being the third or second option for the Los Angeles Lakers, because you have one of the 2 superstars in the NBA, in LeBron and Anthony Davis, just dominating and being obviously the top guys to really win us games when it comes all said and done. But, Russell Westbrook is one of those guys that, can achieve that when it comes to, him having a great night. But those turnovers is basically his downfall when it comes to having any success with the Los Angeles Lakers. But I really believe, guys, that he will adapt. I'm tired of hearing some trade rumors when it comes to, the Lakers wanting to trade him. But, guys, I don't really see the Lakers trading him anytime soon. I mean, he has a big contract, and, when it comes all said and done, I mean, he's just has the... just the fortunate of just being with the Los Angeles Lakers. And I think the Lakers are giving him a lot of credit when it comes to him potentially just working his way and hopefully finding his rhythm and finding his drive when it comes to, finding his rhythm and stuff. So I believe, guys, it's a slow process for Russell Westbrook, but, maybe potentially once January or February after the All-Star break, we will see greatness out of Russell Westbrook, potentially, in the middle of the regular season. So crossing our fingers, and hopefully that potentially happens for Russell Westbrook when it comes all said and done. So a solid performance for Russell Westbrook tonight. What else? When it comes to the rest of the Lakers, I mean, I already mentioned THT had 17 points. He was a big help for the Lakers when it came to the first half and also the second half. Let's also give the credits of the Los Angeles Lakers stepping up in the second half, because when it comes to the third quarter, they just fall under the pressure in convincing fashion. That's what we witnessed when it came to games like the Minnesota Timberwolves last game, and then a couple of games ago with the OKC Thunder. And it's just been a disaster when it comes to the Lakers and third quarter situations. And this time around, they actually perform very well when it comes to shooting and just being on the consistent basis of just having a consistent lead when it comes to the third and fourth quarter situation. And if we have to give some credit, to THT for delivering that for the Los Angeles Lakers. And also, guys, the shooting. Let's talk about the bench. And, actually, hold on. Before I get into the bench, let's talk about Carmelo Anthony starting for the Los Angeles Lakers. I think it was a smart move by Frank Vogel to insert Carmelo Anthony to the starting lineup because of the circumstances that they're in, not having LeBron James, and just basically the only small forward, power forward players that's currently on the Lakers that's active is Carmelo Anthony, and you have Anthony Davis, and recently with THT, who are basically the forwards for the Los Angeles Lakers, and the rest of the Lakers are point guards. And there has been times when the last game I really questioned Frank Vogel's decision of playing small when it came to facing the Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, it was just basically 4 guards and Anthony Davis playing at the center position, and it was not right whatsoever to have when it comes down to it, having a small lineup. And I was very impressed by Frank Vogel by just inserting Carmelo Anthony, and he had a great night, and he really helped us out in key situations. When it came down to like 2 minutes or 1 minute left, and I think it was like 2 minutes left in the game, Carmelo Anthony shot a three to extend the Lakers lead, and then it just continued on consistently with Lakers scoring after that. And it was just nothing but net for Carmelo Anthony, who had a great night. I have to say, I believe he had 15 points, and it was not well known. He was really silent when it comes to his playmaking out there, and just being at the starting role. And because we always see him consistently coming off the bench and just scoring for us in Staples like crazy. But this time around, with him starting for the Lakers, it was really silent, and it's just a 15-point performance, not bad. A solid performance for Carmelo Anthony, really stepping up out there tonight. So great job on his end. And then you have Avery Bradley. Defensively he was there, but offensively, scoring-wise, he was not there whatsoever. But any given night, I know Avery Bradley will deliver for us when it comes to for the past couple of games where he's been really helpful when it comes to defensively and also shooting. We witnessed that a couple of games ago against the Miami Heat, where he gave us, I believe, 15 or 17-point game. And I believe he shot very well when it comes to the Lakers in that particular game. But, he's been consistent. Let's not ignore it. He can average around like 7 to 8 points a game, and give us around like 2 to 4, 3 or 4 from the three. So but defensively is what we love about Avery Bradley when it comes all said and done. So hopefully no changes comes his way when it comes to potential lineup changes, but with the return potentially with LeBron James, it could be just having Carmelo Anthony coming off the bench and having LeBron being inserted to the starting lineup. And with THT returning, he will remain there hopefully, and then Avery Bradley will still stick around when it comes to all said and done, having healthy players moving forward. So but a great night, solid performance for Avery Bradley tonight defensively. Then let's talk about the bench. The shooting was consistent from the bench role when it comes to Wayne Ellington. Finally, we're seeing some shooting ability from Wayne Ellington. I believe he went, correct me guys, but if you guys are watching this, the stats are there when it comes to Wayne Ellington shooting tonight. I believe he went 5 of 7 from the three, and I believe he had a 15-point game. So great night for Wayne Ellington. And guys, it was just a bad mistake when it came to Frank Vogel having him being inserted to the starting lineup. We need threat when it comes to the second unit, the bench role, being a guy who can shoot consistently and accurately. Wayne Ellington is that guy when it comes to somebody of his caliber, that we signed him because he can shoot. And I believe he shot like 42% from the three, I might be mistaken, last season. And lately for the past couple of games, he's been showing that, and it's been consistent. So great job out there for Wayne Ellington. And then you have Malik Monk. Surprisingly, his efforts in the second half was really noticeable when it comes to him just being a good, consistent mid-range shooter, and not a lot of toughness on his side. But when it comes all said and done, the shooting ability on his part, I believe he had 13 or 15 points out there, or maybe it was 16. I might be mistaken, guys. But if you guys are watching this, the scores are there for you to see. So he had a great night in the second half. So great job out there for Malik Monk. And overall, really, when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers, they just came to play. They just wanted to win this game and, just have a bounce back win after a horrible performance from the Minnesota Timberwolves. And, it was just been that way from the first, second, and third quarter. At one point, in like 2 minutes left into the game, the San Antonio Spurs tried to come back, and I believe the Lakers were leading just by 2 points. But as I mentioned, Carmelo Anthony shooting that three was that that really sealed the win for the Los Angeles Lakers, and it was just nothing but consistency after that. With I believe Russell Westbrook shooting at one point, and free throws were made, and it's just the end of the performance tonight was just great from the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes all said and done, and they just came to play, and I was very impressed. And hopefully, by the time LeBron James returns, we can finally see some consistency when it comes to, the Lakers winning games accurately and just not falling under the pressure in the second half. And with the return of THT, it kind of builds an opportunity for the Lakers to have some more depth and just some players that are playmakers and just very accurate when it comes to, passing ability and just making shots here and there that can help the Lakers in leads situation. And THT with his return is just hopefully will be consistent moving forward. But a great night on his part. I'm glad he's back. And I think most Lakers are just waiting on the opportunity for THT to return. And, it's just a great moment to watch in his debut, averaging 17 points and just been consistent when it came to the first half and going into the second half. I mean, he was just there for the Lakers to really help out when it comes to all said and done. And Anthony Davis played monstrously out there tonight. So great job overall when it comes to him leading the Lakers tonight. He was on fire, and hopefully we can see that consistency also moving forward. And it was just a great night. Great night for the Los Angeles Lakers. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Please give me your thoughts about the Los Angeles Lakers and their win tonight. Do you think it was maybe the Lakers won because of THT returning, or maybe, just Anthony Davis just had enough and he just wanted to, take control of the game with monstrous fashion. And as I mentioned, from the first quarter, had 19 points, but a 34-point performance and 15 rebounds. I mean, it was just great for Anthony Davis out there tonight. And do you think, it was Carmelo, Anthony Davis, or maybe it was Carmelo Anthony, Wayne Ellington, Malik Monk? I mean, please give me your thoughts, guys. Who do you think was MVP of tonight's game? Please comment down below. Give me your thoughts about it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully in the next game. I believe it's a Chicago game tomorrow, but I think it's going to be around 5 or a 5 o'clock game in my time. I mean, I live in Denver, so hopefully I may go live, but, hopefully it may not seem to be, because I'm going to be working at that time. So, hopefully I will deliver. I will deliver for you guys if the game happens on that day. And if I go live or not, I will still make videos when it comes to the Lakers and, game analysis, game day analysis when it comes to all said and done. And just expect for those guys, and I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me on my channel, ZSPN on YouTube, and all across social media. Please, guys, if you haven't yet, please like all of my social media sites. Facebook at ZSPN, Instagram and Twitter at ZSPN_sports. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And once again, guys, subscribe to the channel and please hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on this channel. It would be much appreciated. Just like this channel and like my videos, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.